Today's the day, guys. Let's settle the debate once and for all. What's better for moving firewood? Your bare hands, a pickaroon, a hook, a LogOx Log Hauler? And if you're splitting by hand, what's better? Composite, wood handle? Let's find out. Okay, so welcome to Willey's Firewood. As most of you guys know, I'm Russ. I grew up doing firewood with these right here first. We would pick firewood rounds up off the ground, put them onto whatever we were going to split, and set them down. Throughout time, tools change, things evolve. Then we got these nice pulp hooks, hay hooks, whatever you want to call them, and you could reach down, smack the end of a round, pick it up, do whatever you need to do with it. Now these work pretty good, and they work for bigger things too. If you put a sharp enough point on the end of them, doesn't really matter what it is, swing it, picks it right up. Now when your rounds start to get too big, these start to become a little bit of a pain. You'll pinch your knuckles, things like that. So from that, we switched and we started with a pickaroon. Pickaroon has a little longer handle. Your hand's out of the way, there's less bending. Again, just swing, grab it, pick it up, put it where you want to go with it. These make dragging big rounds like this much easier because you can pull them. So that's where a pickaroon comes into play. You can pull it over to where you want to go, set it up, set them down. Not really a problem. Then a couple months ago, we got a call from LogOx. They said, we want to send you something. So they sent us a forester pack. And in the forester pack, you get a log hauler. This log hauler kind of combines those two tools together in a way. And you can walk over to your pile, set it down over your round, and just simply pick up. When you get where you're going, set it down, you're done. So I've noticed that with these, it takes a little bit of a trick to get them to release just the way that I want them to. I'm getting much more used to them. There's less bending. The point on them is pretty sharp. Just a quick pull up always locks it right in without too much trouble. So you can set them down, put your rounds up, and they seem to work pretty good. So if I had to pick a tool, depends on what I'm doing. And I'll explain that in just a minute. First things first, if you're an inexperienced operator, steel toes, make sure you've got pants on. You want a wide stance so that when your axe misses, it goes between your legs and does not contact your leg. You want to look where you want to swing, and you want to keep your eyes on what you're looking at. You want to aim for the outside edge with the tip of the axe. That splitting force is going to cause the wood to pop open and to split. As you get more experienced, there are some other things that you can do. But for this video, I'm going to pretend that I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just trying. So we're not going to get too crazy, at least not until the end. And then I'll show you what I typically do when I'm splitting. So this one, stand back, arms length away, legs shoulder width apart, up over your head and pull down. And one swing, just like that, with the Fiskars, even though there was a pretty good knot in there, we split it right in half. Now for the roadside rack, I like my wood a little smaller. We're going to stand it back up and we're going to split these two halves again. Once it's been split, you typically do not need to swing as hard. Keep your legs apart still, straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. And just like that, without swinging all that hard, those two halves were split. It's that easy. Now this is cherry. It smells pretty good. Cherry is not my favorite wood, but it does smell good. We've got a smaller maple back here, and there's a big knot. So that knot I'm going to stick to the side, and we want to split the side of it. Again, spread your legs, swing, done. That half is small enough. This half needs to be split again, and it has the knot. Put the knot at the bottom. Spread your legs, swing. It's easy, right? At least it looks easy. Bottom one, this is a Norway maple round. This splits a little harder. I'm going to spread my legs out. I'm going to get a good swing, and I'm going to aim for that outside edge again. One swing, connect. Now we want to split these two halves. Keep your base wide and swing. Now there's a knot in here, right there. So we're going to have to swing a second time. Now this is where, when you spread your legs and you look at what you're aiming for, you want to aim for exactly where you hit last time. And when you do, bust straight open. Split this one again. Spread your legs and swing. Now these are probably a little bigger than what I want for my roadside rack, so I'm going to split them again, just because I can. It's really good exercise. So let's use our log moving tools. Let's get a few more rounds set up here, and then we're going to swing the wooden handled axe. Now for this exercise, I guess I'm going to take one in each hand. I'm going to see how good I am at multitasking. We'll bring a couple of ash rounds back. And we need one more, so don't want to leave the pulp hook out. We'll set that down. Now we'll grab our wooden handled axe and we'll try again using the same techniques that we did the last time, because we're still a beginner, remember? One thing you're going to notice is that you really like the feel of a wooden handle a lot better than a composite handle. I like the feel of a wooden handle. There's something about it, it feels right. So again, we want to be arms width away. Same thing, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to swing. Now we're going to have to swing a little harder. This ash has got some pretty good knots in it, so I'm going to really swing and see if we can bust these with one swing. And we did. So I'm going to show you, there's a big knot in here. And it runs right in the center of the log. I'm going to set the two halves up. We'll split the halves again. I'm hoping it doesn't knock the other one over. Feet shoulder width apart, up over your head. And this is where the knots come into play. This is pretty stringy. I want that to be a little smaller yet. So we'll do one more. There's a knot right there. So we'll swing again in the same spot. I think we got it. Yep, we did. So I'm going to save one of these ash rounds for the Fiskars to show that it's not just the wooden handle that has a little more issue with it. But we'll aim for the middle. There's not as much of a taper on this either, and where this is dry ash, it doesn't split as easily as if it were green. It's got some pretty good knots in this. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'll save that one out so you can see. But we'll split this one back here next. So now with a thinner profile head like this, where I've split it most of the way through, but there's a knot, I'm going to spin it. I'm going to start splitting my pieces out of it. So even though we didn't split all the way down through it, my pieces pull out. And that's what reading your wood does, so that you know which way to manipulate the round to get it to move and do what you want it to. So this one has a big knot. We're going to spin it. I'm going to try to take just this edge off. We're going to work around the knot and go the other way. And then this piece has the knot in it. This is going to be a little harder, but I think we can do it. And we did, and I'll show you that when we get there. But we'll take the Fiskars, we'll try that piece of ash there, so that I can show it's not just the axe. So the Fiskars is a little heavier, not much. But again, one swing's not quite enough. But I will say, the Fiskars seems to blow through much better. Maybe a little heavier head on that axe, but this definitely, with the weight that it has, is much better. So I'll get the camera, we'll bring you over and we'll show you the knots that we split around. So right here you can see the knot that was in this piece, and if we spin this piece around, that's the other side of it. So not a big knot, but if you're hand splitting, you want to avoid that. Over here was the big maple knot that we had. This stuff takes more force for sure, and it's going to slow you down, but reading your wood can make a big difference. So I'm not going to use the wooden handled axe anymore, because that's actually going to be a giveaway. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but I want to get a larger round out of the pile over here, and I want to have a little fun. So let's see what we've got. I want my pickaroon just because it's better suited for this. I don't know if I'll be able to do what I want with this or not, but we're going to give it a try. So this is a big Norway maple round, and it's dry. It's going to split hard. I'm going to bring you guys along. We're going to try to split this right on the ground, the way I would always typically do it if I was not the beginner that we were planning to be earlier. So first I'm going to show you this round, show you what my approach is, and then we'll see if we can make it happen. So Norway maple is a fairly straight-grained maple. It's an invasive species up where we are. But when you have a round like this, you want to look for lines, relief lines in the wood. We've got one that runs around this way, so I'm assuming there was a lead or something that came off the side of this tree. And then we've got the main one that runs this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set parallel to those. I'm going to try to chop some pieces off the side to see if we can break the tension in the wood. Once we get the outside peeled off, then we can make it happen. So let's move the camera, let's do some swinging, and let's see if I've got what it takes to bust this down. This is a good 20-inch round, so it'll be a test. All right, so we'll grab our Fiskars. Remember our stress line that we saw, so I'm going to start over here, try to chip the corner off, and I'll work my way around. The swinging that I'm doing is only because I've done this for a long time. I'm not going to do that beginner stance that we showed about. I'm going to swing like I want to swing to get this done. Once the pieces are off, I don't pick them back up. I simply connect on the ground and bust them that way. This piece has a big knot, so I'll split it in half up here. And now I'll split this piece again, and this piece, and this piece. So it doesn't take long to break it down after it's been chipped apart. There's a big knot in the end of that one, so we want to swing to the other end. So there's a big giant knot right here. I'm going to set it on the block, see if we can split around it like that. Just like that. It's all firewood. We'll put it on the truck and I'll show you how many pieces we got. Right here is our one Norway maple round. We got 30 pieces of firewood, and I honestly would have split a couple more in half. This one, that one maybe. And we would have had a few more pieces, but 30 pieces of firewood in under 2 minutes with explaining and showing should go to show you guys why it does not take a long time once you become comfortable swinging one of these axes to split a fair amount of firewood. Now the rest of the stuff we split earlier is still on the ground. I'm going to get that stuff piled up onto the truck, and then we're going to go put it in the racks, and we're going to see how much firewood we made in just a short amount of time sitting here talking about these tools. We weren't working hard, or at least you guys weren't. I might have been. I think I might have broke a sweat just a little bit, but we'll be okay. So here's what we split while we were talking. I'm guessing there's close to $30 worth of wood here, or almost a tenth of a cord, because our racks are evenly divided. It takes 10 $30 sections to make a full cord of wood, but wait, oh, hold on. I missed a piece. So we'll go get this put in the racks. We'll see what it is, and then we'll circle back. We'll check these tools out one last time, and we'll see what one's better. I'm still undecided. We've got more empty $20 slots than we do $30, so we're going to start with a 20 first. So we're going to work on filling this $20 slot up real quick, and then we'll see what we've got left after that. But I know this is more than enough to fill that one up, just because I've done this a time or two before. Roadside racks are busy again. We're in shoulder season right now, in between fall and winter and summer and fall. Temperatures are swinging, so people are coming and getting small amounts of wood for fires at night or on the weekends. And these racks will only get busier from here on out as we go. Our split size, we make a little bit larger this time of year. And do more of a variety so that they have a better variety to pack their stoves with if they're trying to get an all-night burn. Just little differences as time goes. It's things that we do different. Not everybody may do it that way, but we do. And our customers always tell us that they appreciate it. So if they're happy, then we're happy. We're going to have way more than enough for this $20 section, that's for sure. Which is good. I figured we would. Just goes to show, when I say a little bit every day goes a long way, this did not take that long. It took longer to record and keep starting and stopping the camera than it did to do the actual work. So when you put that into perspective, it's not that big of a deal. So for somebody trying to start a little small firewood side hustle, it's doable, guys. There's nothing about this that is not unattainable to any one of you guys that are out there watching it. The only thing stopping you from doing it is probably yourself. So there's 20. I've got half of a 20 left probably, so I'm going to put it over there, and I'll split some more wood to finish filling it in a minute. But we'll see what we get. I enjoy firewood. That's why I don't mind being out here doing this. That's why I don't mind doing it for a living. But got red paint on it from the axe. I've always enjoyed firewood. Do I wish that it paid more? I think we all wish it paid more, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it very, very much. So that negates the not becoming a millionaire. I know there's a few guys out there that say you can become a millionaire doing firewood, but in Maine, I don't see that happening. Not unless something very, very drastic happens and changes. We may be close to a 20 right there. We're going to find out in a second here. It's going to be closer than I thought it was. Might only have to split 1 or 2 more rounds. Definitely one big one would be way more than enough. But the whole grand scheme of things, what we do as a firewood business helps keep families and the community warm and safe, and provides them with memories around the campfire or around a fire in the home on those long cold winter days up here in Maine. And that's what it's about. That, and I get to work with my grandfather, and I get to work with Kevin, but my grandfather's my hero. If it wasn't for Gramp, I don't know where I'd be today. But let me show you what's in that other 20. We're not far off. So we filled that one, and this one only needs a few more pieces. So I'm going to go split them. We're going to finish filling. So there you have it, guys. There's 20, and I still don't know how to do the other. The other 20's over there. We did $40 worth of firewood in about 40 minutes total, counting the recording. So that's $1 a minute hand splitting firewood. That's not bad. So there's our weapons of choice for the day. If I had to pick a winner out of all the tools that are on there right now, Fiskars all day long. That Fiskars X27 is an excellent splitting axe. As far as moving rounds go, it's personal preference. I don't have any one of those tools that I prefer over the other. And I like the feel of the wooden axe much better than the Fiskars, but the Fiskars just performs. So I guess at the end of the day, what works best is whatever works for you. So I know, no power tools, no anything fun today. We had fun anyway, or at least I did. Remember, guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. Those hand tools right there made us $1 a minute. How do you ask for much better than that, really? I mean, think about it. That's not bad. We'll see you guys on the next one.